Hey, gangsters. So, some improv thoughts and wisdom, I hope, for the week. Want to start this with a little story. Year two of my improv journey, I auditioned and got on a team, and we had a coach. Coach was a good guy. Guy was a good coach, and he had 15 or 20 years experience. I would say the only critique I had against him is that he would get disappointed and about some of our work, some of the troops' work and individual, and he certainly singled me out a number of times. Now, I didn't know any better. I knew that I was green, and I made it very clear when I got on the team. I said, "Hey, I'm a year two guy. Everybody, coach. I'm like, it was scary enough just to audition for the thing. Well, now I'm here, and it's still scary." Um, and so his like disappointment, the only thing I can think of is that he lost touch with what it was like at the beginning. Like he doesn't remember. So this video is a tribute a little bit to the some of the things that you will learn along the way and along the journey, from beginning to experienced. And the year four, maybe year three to year five, of an improviser's journey are huge. If you're at all consistent and you're getting to that year three to five, that'll be the really big breakthroughs. So the idea of yes and. The simplest way to yes and something is to simply say it verbally. If I say to you, hey, you're a great pizza maker in this pizzeria, you could yes and that by saying, yes, I am a good pizza maker in this pizzeria. And of course you're going to try to add something to that, but that is the simplest way. A more complex way would be, and a more dynamic way, obviously, would be to immerse yourself into that world of the pizzeria guy. Like really, perhaps have an accent. You establish a point of view. You know how you feel about it, and that's a big thing. I'm going to come back to that. But anyways, I can say yes, I'm a pizza maker, or I can become a pizza maker and run a whole pizza kitchen, take orders, yell at other people on the staff that aren't there, and juggle all of these things. So that's where we get to as an experience. And at the beginning, it's a little more basic, like, yes, I'm a pizza maker. Now, I mentioned the idea of how we feel. And I can remember, first of all, I didn't know how I felt in my real life. Like, I have been really shut down in that area. And in improv, I can remember early days, in our literally Saturday class, when I used to be a student and I would hire coaches, we would do exercises where they would say, how do you feel about this? And I remember one time opening a hood of the car and working on an engine. How do you feel? And I'm like, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this. Well, and I truly didn't. I felt blocked. I'm like, how am I supposed to know how I feel in this imaginary silly thing that we're doing? Now I totally am in touch with my feelings. And I can do the most trite activity and develop a feeling about it. And sometimes I'll even switch it. Sometimes in 1 second, I'll be like, hey, I'm pretty happy about this. No, I'm actually upset. Now I'm going to play the scene upset. So finding it for me is very easy, and it used not to be. My God, nice English there. Point being, yes-anding, how we feel, how to play a scene, all of that stuff takes a long time to develop those muscles. And so when we're starting out, we're starting with really basic moves, and then as we progress, we get to a more experienced level. Okay, I think I made that point pretty clear. Last thing I want to talk about is I'm teaching an intermediate class at West LA College Extension. You guys, any of you are welcome to enroll in that class. It's Tuesday nights, 5 weeks, Tuesday nights, 5:30 p.m. to 7:15. It's intermediate. All intermediate means is that I am not going to go through the spiel of how improv helps in psychology and helps you overcome your ego and fight or flight and anxiety and performance anxiety, all that sort of stuff. We're going to leave that to a bare minimum, and we're going to get right to work in the exercises. So intermediate improv isn't about you being at a level of performance. It's just you've been through the beginning classes and you realize what it takes, and you understand. Hopefully you've had a couple classes with me about the psychological components of it. So in this intermediate class, if you just want to come get some reps, sign up for sure. In fact, I would even take beginners because it's really not a big deal to me. But all of you guys have had me before. Tuesday nights, if you want it, West LA College Extension, you can message me if you want more info on it. Like, oh, class on Sunday, class on Saturday. I do have a class on Sunday, but class on Saturday, we're going to be working on how we feel. We're going to do short form. We're going to do some troop stuff, freeze tag, and maybe a montage. So come to Saturday. It's going to be a great class.